5 promotions in 5 years. Same company, no shop hopping, no ass leaking, and yes, of course, a bit of luck. This happened to me between 2018 and 2022. And I'm not saying any of this to impress you, because I started out pretty average. I made mistakes, I had no special advantages, but I did nearly triple my salary, and more importantly, I figured out what actually works. And no, it's not just work harder. So go get your coffees, achievers, because today I'll break down exactly what moves you up the ladder.
You are watching the Achievers Toolkit. Build a better you.
Okay, before we begin, a couple of clarifications. When I got these 5 promotions in 5 years, the job market was in growth mode. That was before and immediately after the pandemic. That was the element of luck or good timing, but everything else I believe is universally applicable to any corporate career. There are 3 actions I recommend you take to grow at work, and some of those might surprise you. So here we go. Action number 1. Find the right launchpad. Before you start rowing, just make sure there's water. Ask yourself, is this company the right place to fulfill my ambitions? Is there room for growth? And are there real development opportunities? I worked in small family-owned companies where the only way to get promoted was to wait for someone to retire or die. And then I went to work in massive multinationals where there are hundreds or even thousands of internal opportunities being posted every single year. And to get these 5 promotions in 5 years, I applied to every single suitable opportunity I came across. So that played in my favor. The opportunities were real and they were constant. Had I been in a small company, I would have maybe gotten 1 promotion in those 5 years, if I was lucky. So if your plan is to grow fast, make sure you are on the right platform. Make sure your employer offers real opportunities to upskill and move up. And make sure those opportunities are fair, based on performance and effort, and not based on nepotism or favoritism. I don't play the office politics game. I don't lick anyone's ass, and I don't think you should either. So first of all, make sure you are on the right launchpad, one that suits your work discipline, your ambitions, and your talents. Action number 2, get a mentor. At the beginning of this journey, I was just a junior analyst, and I was attending part-time college at the same time. So my initial plan was to take it easy and stay in the same job at the same level until I finished college. So another 3 full years. But my company had a mentorship program, and I found a great mentor who challenged me and pushed me to grow a lot faster. He basically laughed at my plan of waiting 3 years to be promoted. He told me that in 3 years I could be my boss's boss, if I really wanted. So he guided me through the steps, he showed me the best way to navigate the politics, the internal politics of the company, and at least partially thanks to him, I got my first 3 promotions from junior analyst to team leader. So if your company has a formal mentorship program, just go ahead and check it out. If it doesn't, you can probably find a manager, someone who's willing to develop you. It doesn't have to be your direct manager or your boss, just anyone who sees potential in you and is willing to invest some time. Otherwise, you can hire a professional coach if you have the budget and work on your development outside working hours. This includes getting ready for interviews, tailoring your curriculum, and picking up best practices that will help you stand out. The difference between doing everything yourself and having someone with more experience giving you a hand is night and day. So if it wasn't for my mentor, I know I wouldn't have been successful in such a short span of time. And then I went on to mentor others myself, and I did get them promoted. So it's not a guarantee, you have to do your part, of course, but it maximizes your chances of success. So thank you, Alex. Action 3. Design a growth plan. This is the most important step. Make sure you like the direction you're taking. And this is where I made a big mistake at one point. The last promotion I got back then landed me in a role that I didn't really enjoy. I ended up working 60 hours a week with immense pressure, a lot of people under my supervision. I had designed a plan to maximize income, money, not to maximize happiness or sense of purpose. And the thing is, back then I needed the money to get a mortgage, to buy a house and all that stuff. But once that was done, I realized there was little else attaching me to that job. So make sure your growth plan accounts not only for financial growth, but for motivation and personal growth as well. Make sure you more or less like the destination, not just the paycheck. Also, make sure the plan allows for constant adaptation. Things will change. Back then, it was COVID. COVID messed up my original plan big time, and I had to adapt to this new reality and go in a new direction, speaking to people in different areas of the company, trying to get guidance and understand skills that I had to develop that I never thought I would have to develop. So plans can't be written in stone because the job market and the economy are unstable. So be ready to be flexible and to reinvent yourself. And that's it. Those are the 3 core actions I recommend if you want to move up the corporate ladder. Do you agree? Have you tried any of these? Did you get any results? Or do you think I forgot something important? Just let me know in the comments below. Remember, you can get a free chapter of my book at theachieverstoolkit.com or get yourself a copy on Amazon. There's a whole chapter dedicated to work. I'm sharing mainly productivity tips and time-saving tips. You might want to check it out. But enough with the self-promotion. Best of luck with your careers. I know the market is very tough right now. So stay strong, keep working hard and smart, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.